One thing that almost always pays off: perseverance. This is hard work, I'm not gonna lie. It's hot out here and it's dusty, it's nasty, but it has to be done. And we have done more this year with meat chickens than I ever thought possible. By the time we get our last batch done, which is growing out in the schooner right now, we will have raised about 2,000. Last year was our biggest year we'd ever done. We raised about 900. And so this is our biggest year yet. We used to do batches of like 100, 200 and clean them ourselves. We've definitely upped our game, but it's not come without hard work and lots of sweat. Honestly, blood, sweat, and tears. So, but we're getting this done, getting this cleaned up, and gonna be buttoning this brooder up for the winter. But there's no way to do it other than hard work. All right, this chick just spent a week at camp. She's tired, she's sore, but she is working. Emily can outwork a lot of grown men. She is like the epitome of perseverance. She hasn't always been, but she's developed that character trait over the years, and she will jump in and she will help no matter what needs to be done. She tries to think about what you might need and get it for you, and that's what she's doing today. She saw me out here working. She came to help me. Thankful for that. I'm done. I look like a wild woman. Cleaned up. Now I have to put everything back in here. That's where I'm going to store like feeders and waters, things like that. But let's see, it took exactly an hour of pretty much me or Emily one shoveling and sweeping and blowing it out and all that kind of stuff. But 1 hour of work and now it's done. It's off my plate and it looks good, as well as it's just something that I don't have to worry about later. It needed doing. If I didn't push through and do this floor that we put in last year would eventually rot a lot quicker than if we took care of it. I mean, it's probably eventually gonna have some problems one of these years down the road, but if I don't work hard and take care of things, it's gonna happen a lot faster. So I actually cleaned up after cleaning out the brooder and came back here to check on Lane and Ben. The guys are out here baling hay today, and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they should have been done hours ago. But first thing this morning, we had a problem on the baler, and it was squirting fluid everywhere, and it was a mess. It wasn't working right, and it was not looking like it was gonna be a good day. So with it being a Saturday, that involved Ben and Lane scrambling to get the part off and go and get a new one before all the stores close down around here, because a lot of them close at noon, getting it put back on and trying to get fired back up and started again. In the course of that, they put the part on wrong. So it's just always trial and error. We're working with old equipment, but hey, we live on a budget. We're trying to make this farm thing work without going completely under in debt. And so we work with what we have. They wind up figuring it out, getting the part put on correctly with some help from an instruction book and some friends, and got going. They're rolling now. We're baling, we're dumping out bales. It's looking good, looking like we're gonna be able to get it done and wrap it up today. And this will wrap up our entire first cutting of hay on all our pastures. So what I want to end with today is something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you guys. And this can definitely pertain to farming and gardening and all the things we do here, but it just pertains to life. If you've been following us, you know that we lost my dad 3 weeks ago, and so it's been a rough time for our family. But there's lots of things going on in the world that are rough right now. Tough times, people going through really tough things with jobs and loss and sicknesses and just anything you can imagine, financial problems, marriage problems, anything and everything. And what I want to speak about today is perseverance. I watched a motivational video this morning, actually. It was talking about the power of persevering, the power of showing up, the power of not quitting. Just like I told you, we're working with old equipment. There's always gonna be someone who has nicer things than you, who has more money than you, who has more talent than you, who's more athletic than you, who's skinnier than you, who's prettier than you, who's smarter than you, who just seems to be more blessed than you, who just always seems to get the job and get the friends and all those things. There's always gonna be those people. But do you know how much power there is in just not quitting, no matter what it is? No matter if it's that job you get that doesn't seem like a very good job at the beginning and you think you'll never make it anywhere. If you just stick it out, eventually a lot of people are gonna quit and you might just be the one standing that gets the manager position. Or just like what we're doing here, trying to grow a meat business. We're trying to just stick it out for the long haul. So when people think of places to buy their quality proteins in the future, maybe we're someone that's left standing because we're trying to be frugal now and work with old equipment and keep limping it along to try to make a go of this thing. Maybe the circumstances of life have tried to defeat you, and instead of just crawling in the bed and not getting out again, you're someone who just keeps showing up. You just keep getting up. You get up in the morning and you face a new day, strong and tough and ready to not quit. So I just want to encourage you guys, as you hear the sounds of tractors and equipment in the background, those who succeed are generally those who don't quit and give up, who persevere. And don't misunderstand me, sometimes there is a time to leave that job. Sometimes there is a time to say, you know what, I can't just pull myself up by my bootstraps and keep going. I need to go to the doctor, I need some help, I need someone to talk to. Sometimes that is the case, and that's for you to know, and you will know. But sometimes the time is just keep going. Hard work, persevere, and just determine that you are not going to quit. You're not going to let things defeat you, whether it's work on the farm, whether it's work at your job, whether it's your mental health, whether it's, you know, problems in your marriage or whatever the case may be, that you are here and you are going to stick it out and you are going to make it. And I just feel like somebody needs to hear that right now. So listen to me right now. If you don't hear anything else I say, you are gonna make it. You're strong and capable and you can do this. Whatever this is for you, you can do it. It's time. It's time to quit making excuses, and it's time to just get up and get out there and succeed. Goodness knows we've had a tough couple years all across the world. I don't care where you're watching from. It has been a tough couple years, but it is time to just say no more wallowing, no more feeling sad, and no more being down on ourselves. We're gonna get up and we're gonna get to work on our dreams, whatever that may be. I just want you to know that you're worth it and you're fully capable. I'll see you guys later. God bless.